gone slow.
Right, it's almost on there.
That's right, it's a big crew, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, I'm not running for 1 minute. Yeah. He's going to be dead, isn't he? He's going to be dead. The idea is that, of course, yes, but in the end, the more engines the bicycle's got,
Come on, Dad, you do that.
Come on this one. Go do another lap.
He's got a funny fella, isn't he? Well, to climb over this fence.
They will put gates there, shouldn't they? Just pick one. Oh, I see. Yeah, you have this.
Just came right.
Nasty modern
I do apologise.
Nasty one me where it looks nice. What do you want to do?
Safety came in, the rover safety, which was not the first safety, it was the first commercially successful.
You could talk to me for days and days on this subject, couldn't you?
Very concisely, they had to differentiate between the low-built safety and the ordinary bicycle. Now, it wasn't until 1891, after the grand old ordinary had become obsolete, that the term...
Don't forget to get your fee for this because you're being filmed.
Yeah, that's all right. It wasn't until after the grand old ordinary...
Would you like me to be your agent?
No, that's all right. Had become obsolete, that the term was coined, and then it was only used by urchins and gutter snipes. Now, I'm not saying that you're in that class at all. In fact, I'd say that you weren't in that class. But that's it. Grand old ordinary is the term.
Can I have a drop of jungle juice by the looks of it?
Push forward the bodies.
Do you want some assistance, Phil?
No, here you are, mate. Hurry up, it rains.
Yeah. You ready?
We are.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Is it just up to us then? No, we're up to right. Brilliant.
What have you got? Quad, triplet, and tandem.
Triplet
Triplet first, and then the quad. Yeah. And then the tandem. Tandem
got the tandem last time, because it's the best. You must shout when you're on.
If you want the tandem to go slow, shout slower.
Yeah, well, the back one can keep an eye, can't you, in case he's too far back, you know.
Yeah, just shout up if you want to go faster, easy if you want to go down.
Wait, what's the man behind the...
Sure.
The last years, so it'll be a more extended.
Right, because in actual fact, I've had quite a lot of work to do. I was going to write some...
And they had all those professional teams, wasn't it? 50 shillings for this. Chuck had another one there. 20 quid, and I wasn't interested. A good one. So, I took the chance on the 50 bob, so I reckon I did alright.
What's the difference between
Oh, it's better altogether. This one, some spokes were broken and the rim was twisted, and that's a hell of a lot. Are you ready now?
Yes.
Barry.
Ranger station, Lee. Okay. You alright there, Phil? Cake legs.
Bloody field right back to the fence.
Are you ready? All over! Where's your bullet? I told you I wasn't going to win. I admit I was not going to win. I did do that. I was not going to win. No, he's got it. Come on, gentlemen, you're doing well. You beat me by a mile. Come on, keep it going. Wow. It's okay, that's not fixed.
Winning, Brad. Keep going. Just check what it's okay.
Just standing still, try the back. Mounted there.
He's trembling.
Yo! You're going backwards again.
Can you all join us?
First bit of leather, isn't it?
People want them and they haven't bought enough money.
Hey, there's a star over one more. I'm actually sweet yet.
Two laps.
Are you ready? Set, go, Paul! Go, Paul! Go! Go, Paul!
Come on, Phil!
Yeah, Doug keeps riding him wide.
Yeah, he's gone round on the farthest, on the ordinary.
Are you ready? Come on. Chop. Hey.
One. Come on, Dunlop.
What's more, only a small group of vintage cycle enthusiasts seem to know what it is. But it didn't seem right for them to keep it to themselves. So we sent John Irving to pump it out of them.
There are some anniversaries which seem to just slip the mind. For instance, hands up anyone who knew that 1988 is the 100th anniversary of the pneumatic tyre. See? Hardly anyone. Luckily, the Vintage Cycle Club remembered and decided to celebrate with a display of old exhibits, from a genuine antique to an old relic. No, not him. That's Julian Booty.
Well, I think it totally changed the world. I mean, from solid tyres to pneumatic tyres, I mean, it transformed all sorts of transport dramatically.
Hands up anyone who believes him. Oh, well, he's right anyway. Of course, 100 years ago, bikes with tyres were very expensive. And if you could afford one, all your friends wanted to go on it too. Sometimes 4 or 5 at a time.
Now, of course, I'm no expert, but some of these older bikes seem grossly overstaffed. Which means that all the guy on the back has to do is let go, relax, and try and work out where the guy in front keeps his barley water.
As the birthday party got underway, races were organised.
Steady.
Wow, 7 penny farthings. That's almost a shilling. As well as a collection of memorabilia, or as experts call it, rubbish.
With the right sort of effort, and most of it can be just elbow grease, you can take what looks to be an absolute pile of rubbish and make something out of it that will work for you, that'll give you some pleasure and some gentle exercise and some excitement.
Now, as you might expect, real bits of bike memorabilia are pretty hard to come by, so collectors have to grab anything they can when they can. I mean, I've only been here 15 minutes and look what they've done to mine.
For the Vintage Cycle Club, this get-together is an annual affair and includes a slow bike race. The winner has to reach the finish by next year's meeting. And an all-comers event, which only goes to prove that it's not the size that counts, it's what you do with it. Actually, 1988 is doubly special for this lot. They're celebrating not only the centenary of the pneumatic tyre, but also 100 glorious years of the puncture repair kit. All in all, a wizard hobby, and very expensive too, I should imagine.
It isn't terribly expensive. Most people spend more on cigarettes than I spend on bicycles in a year, and it's so very social. You can go along and ride your bicycle in the country, in the towns if you like, and it's one of the few hobbies that give other people, i.e. the spectators, some real pleasure and joy.
Pah! Anyhow, after the last few races, it was put to the vote what to do next. Who wants to see even more vintage bikes? OK. And who wants to go home and watch Wogan? Fine. So that was that. In the end, all the teams got together and dressed up as Licorice Allsorts for a lap of honour. Including my team, minus one crucial member. Well, it's not that I find vintage bikes boring or anything, just that I found something infinitely more interesting to do.
The bedroom and... Get out!